For everyone. Excellent. Good morning, everyone. Janet Legere here with CLB Learning, and I'm so excited about our webinar today. We have a great call in store for you. We're going to be talking about the CLB Blogging Platform. Now, the CLB Blogging Platform is only available to our upgraded members. It is one of the benefits of upgrading at CLB Learning, and believe me, it's well worth the very affordable price of upgrading at CLB Learning. So great to have everybody here today. Welcome to everybody watching on Facebook. It's awesome to have you here. We're going to be going through the whole CLB blogging platform and showing you basically what the blog is and how to use it. What are the areas that you need to pay attention to? It can be very confusing when you get into the back office of the blog. There's an awful lot there. And it can be overwhelming, especially if you've never really worked on a blog or anything like that. So we're going to go through that today. We're also going to be showing you how to use AI, how to use Chat GPT to help you write those blog posts. Because let's face it, I know I'm pretty sure if I asked our group and asked anybody online, one of the hurdles to having a blog is writing blog posts and how to write a blog post. Not everybody is well versed at writing and putting things together. So we're going to show you how Chat GPT makes that very simple. So before we get going here, I'm just going to start our desktop sharing. All right, and we're going to come over here. We're going to log into the CLB members area. Now, I am logged in as an upgraded member. You do need to be an upgraded member to access the CLB blog. Now, before we get into the whole blogging platform, I just want to do a quick overview of the back office. It's really important. I think it's important that you know what's back here so you know where to direct your members when they're looking for things. I'm always here to help, but it's always good for you to connect with your members and answer any questions they might have. So everything you need is right here on the main page, including your CLB ID number. You need that when you're setting up your funnel. Down here, we have the link to our Telegram group. If you're not yet part of our Telegram group, you want to get part of that. That's where to get your questions answered very quickly. It's where to connect with me and your other team members in every day. It's a great place to be. We have our Facebook group and our Facebook page. And you scroll down here, we have the link to our YouTube channel where you'll find all of our replays as we upload them there. And then at the very bottom of the page, start your CLB funnel setup. So that's one of the important parts of CLB learning is your funnel. That's what makes CLB learning, all right, is setting up your funnel, sending traffic to your funnel and getting things moving that way. CLB learning is all about teaching you how to build your list. Okay, it's all about list building because once you start building your list, magic happens. You need to be here, there, and everywhere. Nope. You can stay here forever building your list and using that list to direct them to everything you're doing. Now, I'm going to repeat that. You need to build one list, and CLB Learning is a great place to do that with your funnel. Just send traffic to your funnel. Traffic equals subscribers. Those subscribers are going to join CLB Learning. When they join CLB Learning, they're going to be introduced to your primary business and all the programs that we use that are a part of CLB Learning. And that's how you're going to earn income. So you're going to generate leads. Those leads are going to be introduced to everything you do. All you have to do is add you to that formula and magic happens. Okay. So you don't need to be here, there, and everywhere. You don't need to learn every system that's out there. You simply need to follow what we teach here, and that's how you generate that magic. All right. Focus. All right. So here we are. That's the back office. Right here on the left-hand side, if you are a free member at CLB Learning, number one, you will be presented with an upgrade offer when you log in. Grab it. Okay. If you don't see the upgrade offer, it means you are upgraded. So grab that offer. Once you are upgraded, you will have access to the membership upgraded bonuses. So right here is where you're going to find the information about our blog. So I do have a link here that takes you to our blogging platform that shows you a default blog. So I'm just going to open that right here so you can see it. Here is the default blog. So this is just welcome to my contact list builder marketing blog. It says list building with CLB Learning. It has a blog post. It's pretty generic. All right, that's the default blog. So when you come down here, here's the link to register. You need the password, CLB Learning. I check everybody who comes in and fills out that form. If you're not an upgraded member, the blog doesn't get created. I do create all the blogs manually, so that's something that I'm doing on my own, and I send you all the information once that's set up. So you just click here to register, enter that password. And that's going to bring up a form. Okay, so here's the form, and you'll see there's not a lot on the form. It simply asks for your full name, your email, your username, and your CLB ID number. Remember, we showed you where the CLB ID number is on the front page. Okay, so we need that. The username, as it says on the page here, the username is what we're going to use on your blog. So it's going to say contactlistbuilder.com/ your username. So whatever you want that to be, it can be your CLB username if you want. It can be your name. It could be something special. My personal one says Coach Janet. So it's really up to you. You can have it be your name or you can have it be a username. So that you just put that in there. Whatever you put in there is what I'm going to create your blog with. Okay. So there you go. So fill out the form. Once the form is filled out, I'll have your blog ready for you, usually within 24 to 48 hours. It takes you a little bit to get all that set up. You will receive 2 emails, one from me with all the details about your blog, your login information, how to access your blog, where to find the training information, and you'll receive an email from the blog, from WordPress. That is the admin email. Okay, so you need to open that email. You need to confirm your email address to confirm the admin email for your blog. Okay, we'll show you that when we get into the back office because we are going to log into a blog and have some training there. So there you go. That's how you get started with the blog. Once you have that done, you're going to want to come over to here to your blog. This link will be in the email how to log into your blog, and it will bring you to a page like this. You're going to log in with the username and password that I send you. The username will be the username you give me. The password is one that I've set up for you. All right, so it's just checking my admin email, asking if it's correct. All right, so then once you log in, it brings you to your dashboard. Now, if you see any messages back here, any alerts, any warnings, please ignore them. I come into the main networked blog on a regular basis and do my best to update everything. So don't worry about any messages back there. Just ignore those, okay? There's not usually anything on the main page that you need to pay attention to. Now we're going to show you some of the areas that you do want to pay attention to. One of them, we're going to come down here to the settings, general. Now here, see administration email address right here. That should be your email address. If it's not, it means that you didn't get the email from WordPress to confirm that email address. And if that happens, then I think you can change this because I give you administrative capability. So you need to make sure you have the admin email in there that's your email. If you are unable to change that, please contact me and I will make sure that we have that set up again. Okay, so that's the first thing I do is I set you up as administration. So you will get an email from WordPress to confirm that email. All right, so make sure you've done that. The other area we want to look at is the users area. Now, if you have somebody you're working with, your partner, someone that you're working online with, and you want to do the blog together, you can set them up as an individual user as well. Now, when I set you up as a user, it's just very basic. You can come up here and you can edit your user information. And the one thing that I really recommend that you edit, I'm going to come down here, right down here. Biographical information. It says about the user. You want to put an about you here. So a small paragraph about who you are, where you came from, what you do. I'll show you This is my blog. Okay. So I'm going to show you, if I click on this latest blog post, the about information, I'm just going to scroll down the bottom because we'll be going through this in detail, is right down here. All right. So there's my author information. So it has a post here all about who I am. So it just talks about me, what I do. So you want to make sure that you do that for you, that you enter something in there about you. Okay. A little paragraph that says something where you live, how long you've been online, what your goals are, something like that. All right. Now, the next area is under appearance, and these are your themes. Now, the theme is what your blog looks like, and this is 2016. This is the theme that we have for your blog, but you can see here, there's a whole bunch of other themes. All right. And you're more than welcome to choose a different theme. It makes your blog look completely different when you choose a different theme. So, I mean, it's personally up to you. You know, we could collect this one and you can do a live preview. So if I click on that, it's going to bring up my blog with this theme. And so I can see what it looks like. There we go. So it looks quite a bit different, right? You know, it's everyone is different. So I can activate and publish, or I can just close that and come back to my appearance. All right. Now, one of the other things, you can actually customize your blog. So if you click on customize, this is where you're going to set up your menus. So at the top of the page here, whoops. All right, I'm just trying to, there we go. At the top of the page here, you'll see there are three menu items: home, who we are, what we do, get started with CLB learning. Now, if we go over to my personal blog, I have more pages. So I have a different menu. Isn't that interesting? So as you add pages and add things to your blog, because you can add different pages, you'll see I had a page for resources and a page for appointments. You can do that as well. You don't have to, that's purely optional. You can simply use your blog as is. It's going to work perfectly. All right. But over here in the appearance is where you would, here's our menus, and this is where you can change your menu. All right. The default menu just brings these pages up, and if you want to change that, you can. Background image, header image. If I wanted, this is my header image with the tree. If I click on this, see, I can change that. I can put a different image here. You can too. So that's pretty cool. There's lots of customizing that you can do with your blog. Again, if you're brand new to this, I recommend you ignore all that. Just make sure your admin is set up and then come and learn how to post. All right, but let's first talk about pages. Because if you do want to set up a new page, as you see here, I have a page for resources. Now, I don't have all my resources here. I basically set it up mostly for training purposes. So I just have a few things here. I have Lead Sleep and Udemy Solo Ads. You know, two items that are very instrumental in online marketing. So it's great for beginners. They're both free resources. So I could add all my resources here. I could put all my viral mailers I could, everything that's in the downline builder, I could put on my resource list, which would be pretty cool. In fact, I could put all the other resources I have on my resource list. There's no limit to what you can do there. And you just do that here by creating a page. You would just add a page. You give it a title. I'm going to call it my new page. A list of things. Okay. So we're going to keep it very simple here. We've got a list of simple things, and we're going to publish this page. All right. It's just a simple page. I'm going to publish the page. All right. Now I'm going to come back to my dashboard. Now, if I go and look at, I click on here, I can open this in a new window. I don't have, where's my page? I just created a page that said new page. It's not here. Remember we talked about the menu. See my new page? This is where you would come down to appearance, to menus, And right here, see my new page. See on the left-hand side, most recent. So I click my new page, add to menu. Bing, bada, boom. Oh, there it is. Now, depending what your page is, you might want to move that page. So see when that little arrow turns into 4 arrows, that lets me grab this and I can move it. I could have it up here or I can move it somewhere else. Okay, so now if I save this, and you have to remember to save. Now when we come back to our blog, we have a new page. See, my new page. If I click on it, it's going to bring up my new page with the list of things. So I hope that's getting your imagination going, because you can create pages for whatever you want. You can have a page for your general interests. You can have a page that's about you. That's always a good idea. An about me page that lists, has a picture of you, contact information, things you do, why anybody would want to contact you. And if you don't know why, well, we'll show you a way that you can get help with that. All right, so let's come back over to here. So we've worked on our pages. Now here, one more thing, media. Now media, these are your images. So in our library, we have some general media that's here. Those are pictures that are on the blog, right, that you're there, but you can add media. So you click here, add media file, and you can select a file. So I'm going to add my picture. So let's say I want to add my picture. So I'm going to go here. I got to find my pictures. All right. Because I know there's a picture here of me that I want to put up on the blog that I use right here. No, that's not it. There it is. This is my most recent pictures. They all look so much alike, it's hard to tell. All right, so there's my new picture. So now I can use this picture when I do blog posts or even when I'm doing a page. So I could add it to that page that I had my lists. All right, so let's go to posts now, because this is really what you're going to be using your blog for, is posting articles, writing blog posts about whatever you want. It depends on how you want to focus your blog. I recommend, if you're just getting started, that you start writing blog posts about CLB Learning and about the programs that are a part of our system, starting with the funnel, how to create the funnel, things like that. So it's, how to get set up with Leads Leap, how to get set up with our mailers. There's 1,000,001 blog posts that you can do. This is not difficult, okay? So you can see we have a few blog posts that we've already started. All you do is click Add Post. Now, this is where the fun is going to start, because you're thinking like, I don't know how to write. I get all tongue tied. My fingers get, it's like they're thumbs. I'm all thumbs. I don't know what to say. This is where, I don't know if you guys are all familiar with Chat GPT or not. I'm sure you've heard of it. I'm sure you've heard of AI. Some of you have probably adapted to it, and some of you are probably running scared from it. I know quite a few online marketers that won't touch it. They think it's just impersonal. And all I know is it's here to stay. And I'm of the mind that I better learn to use it, or I'm going to be lost, because it's the future. It's not going anywhere. So let's learn to use it the right way. Let's learn to use it responsibly and get it working. All right. So the first thing I want to do, sorry, is go back to my blog. There you go. Sorry. I just want to go to my homepage on my blog. All right. So here's my latest blog post. Why I love CLB Blog, and you will too. Don't you love this picture? Okay, isn't that a great picture? Oh, wow. I'm so talented, aren't I? Great. Why I'm so excited about CLB Network's blogging platform and the massive value in your upgrade. And, you know, I think this is a really great blog post. It sounds just like me writing it. And I have to tell you, I did not write this blog post. Okay. Chat GPT wrote this blog post for me. So let's I'm just going to take you through it, right? There's a nice little trip down memory lane. Why CLB blog is a secret weapon. And it has great information, more than just a blog, the 97 upgrade power pack, everything that you get, how to get started today. Here's your game plan, the steps to get started, and bing, bada, boom. And there you go. All right. Blog post. It took literally maybe 10 minutes to do that blog post. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have logged into your members area. I haven't sent an email out yet. However, if we go to the affiliate toolbox here to the downline builder, you're going to see at the very bottom here, right here, Abacus AI program. Now, this is ChatGPT is a free program. All right. You don't need to have an upgrade. You don't need to have anything special. You can just use ChatGPT. However, the Abacus AI program is a paid program. It's $10 a month. And here is the program. You get basically upgrades in all of the AI programs, not just ChatGPT. So it can do anything for you. So I'm just going to take you through. All right. So this is right here. That was my banner. All right. Right here, my morning greeting. Okay. So I came online 3 days ago. Up here. Here we go. Look at those pictures. Okay. And I came to my buddy here and I said, "Good morning. I just got to show you this. All right. How can I help you today?" I said, "Well, I would love a blog post about the benefits of having a CLB network blog. The post will go here." I showed him my personal blog and be an example for our CLB members when I do our webinar Wednesday. Topic will be CLB Blogging Platform. Let me know if you need more info. And then I explained that CLB Learning and Contact List Builder, when I started my program, it was called Contact List Builder. Then we moved over to CLB Learning, but we kept the Contact List Builder site and it turned it into our blogging platform. That was all the information that I gave ChatGPT. And come down here and here's the post. All right, this is the first post he did. The benefits of having a CLB network blog and why it's a game changer for upgraded members. And it went on. It was a great post. First, what is CLB? Why it's a big deal. It was a great post, and I loved it. Why it matters, final thought. Like it's way longer than the post I ended up posting. So then we get to the end, and so he writes the post and then he says, ask some questions so they can tailor the post to you. This is how AI works, okay? This is like talking to your personal assistant who knows you. And this is the cool thing about the AI system is that it gets to know you. So the more you ask questions and the more you refine your search, and it doesn't have to be hard, you just keep adding things because it'll keep asking you questions. Like here, all right. Should the post be written in your voice? So, like me, right? Coach Janet, first person, I, we, or more neutral. So, of course, I like everything to be very personal. So, I said in my voice. Do you want a clear call to action? Well, of course, I wanted that. Do the CLB network blogs include any specific features? So, done for you, yada, yada. So, I answered those questions, right? Right here. I like the post to be personal. For the call to action, we want them to become a member and log in to upgrade. That was all I said. All right. I'm glad you liked the first one. So here we are. Why I'm so excited about the CLB blogging platform and why you should be too. And so here is the new blog post, a trip down memory lane, why it's so different, how to get started. See, much shorter. And the cool thing is when you read through this, it sounds more like me. It sounds more like I talk. It sounds more like the training I do. Sometimes when it comes back, I don't know. It's like it's in my head and it can actually understand me. And I haven't spent a lot of time with this program. I have spent a little bit of time. I've asked it to do blog posts before. I've asked it to write emails for me. But the cool thing is once we get to the bottom of this, then it comes back, talks about the live demo. I can show how we created this. That's what he suggested, that I show you how we created this blog post, which I did, and the why, emphasizing why you want to upgrade. and remind them that you don't have to be Shakespeare. You just have to be helpful. Don't you love that? You don't have to be Shakespeare. You just have to be helpful. Let Chat GPT do the rest for you. All right, so I talked about the upgrades at CLB Learning, and then he finalized the blog post, right? And then the webinar tip. When you show this post on Wednesday, make sure to highlight the done for you bullet point. For many members, the tech is the biggest wall that they hit. Reminding them that I handle the setup is often the biggest reason they decide to click the upgrade button. So that is your reminder. When you upgrade a CLB Learning to a lifetime member for the one-time fee of $97, okay, you get lifetime access to your own blog, and I will set up your funnel for you. So I'll set up your funnel, I'll set up your blog. Everything is done for you. It's really a no-brainer. All you got to do is send that traffic. Plus, when you upgrade and I set up your funnel, we add that funnel to our rotator. So we have a team rotator. We ask you to send some traffic to the rotator. We all send traffic to that rotator, all the people who are on the rotator. So that generates leads for everybody. It's just a great way to get that traffic moving. And so here we're just having a conversation. I asked him for a title for my blog post because we had in our blogging system, you have a title and then it has your heading when you get into the blog. And so he came up with my titles, the action angle and stop renting your business, why you need a CLB blog. And I think that's what I went with. And, it just, we're having a conversation back and forth. So then once I got it done, I thought, I need a picture. I need a graphic to put on my blog. And, really, if you go online, there's lots of pictures online. You can search images, but they're not your images. And you could have, copyright infringements and what have you. So let's create original things. So I said, I need a couple snazzy pictures. Any suggestions? He's okay. So he asked me some questions. Here's some options, and they always come back with options. Own your own platform, a network blog, from social to owned asset. There's lots of options. I came back and I text overlays, cool. Maybe one with and one without. I like modern, clean, and inviting. I'd like a woman coach, senior, short gray hair, dark blue glasses, and a big smile. Right? That's me. Senior, short gray hair, dark blue glasses, big smile. All right. So he came back, and this was the picture he came back with. Okay. Loved it. I think it's awesome. Only it's not me. I'm thinking, well, that would be great if I was in the picture. So he sent me that one and this one with text, one without, both great, great pictures. So I said, well, these are great, but how about one with me? So I sent him my picture, the picture we just uploaded to the blog. And this is what he came back with. Honestly, okay. I almost cried. I was so impressed. And it takes a little bit longer. When you're asking for a blog, it takes seconds. Pictures take a little bit longer, probably maybe a minute or two, but well worth waiting. I was very impressed. There's one with text and without text. I liked it with the text. And that was it. So then he had some suggestions he also gave me suggestions for post for email. So emails, you got the email. That came from ChatGPT. And he gave me suggestions to use on Facebook and social networks. It's just an amazing little program. And then this morning, because I decided to add this program to CLB Learning because it really is fantastic because it can do so many things. I went here and I asked it because there are no banners in this program. I went and looked, there's an affiliate program attached to it, but there's no banners. So I asked him to create me a banner. And it's really, you have to see this because it's really quite funny. So we start up here and I asked him for a banner. I sent him the link and I said I needed it to be 468 by 60. So here's the first banner he came back with. It looks great, but it's really not 468 by 60. The gray is part of the picture. I didn't realize that at first. Okay, so we started going and I said, this is good, but I didn't want it to say CLB Downline Builder. I wanted to say boost your business with AI, but look at the size of the picture, not what I needed. I needed 468 by 60. So we had this conversation back and forth, back and forth. And finally, at the end, way down here, yep, right here is the picture that he created for me, which is now right here. There it is. That's the banner that ChatGPT created for me. It took no time at all. And so I went back and forth. I said, it's not right. I need the banner to be this size. I need it to fit in here. And it just took a little bit. It's like working with a programmer, right? You're working with a graphic artist and they create a picture for you and you don't like it. Sometimes I forget that I'm talking to a computer. It's that deep of a conversation, really. All right, so let's go. I'm going to come back over to here and we're going to have a new project. All right. Whoops. No, I don't want a new project. Sorry. Ah, let's have a new task. No, don't want to do that either. All right. Sorry, guys. I get like usually when I just come in here. All right. I didn't want to check that out. All right. So use a prompt to get started. So I want to write a blog post. So we're going to write a blog post here. What should we write a blog post about? Should we write a blog post about the CLB funnel, how to set up your CLB funnel? All right, I'm going to say good morning. I call my chat GPT Gemini. Whoops. Whoops. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm in the wrong place. You don't want, all right. All right, we'll go to here to tier. There we go. I don't want deep agent. Don't want a task. All right, we'll get back here. Just bear with me, guys. You can see that I still am learning. Dawn would be in here going, well, you just have to go here and, well, here we go. Chats. There we go. All right, there, new chat. All right, did you see that on the left here? Chats. That's where we go. All right, good morning, Gemini. I'd like a blog post about the CLB funnel and how simple it is to set up using Leads Lead. What information? And then I'll ask him, what information do you need? There we go. Now watch this, okay? Are you watching? All right, target audience, key features, uh, lead specifics, call to action, personal tone. Okay, so we want to focus on the steps. Setting up your funnel. Step 1, join Leads Leap and upgrade. The benefits are outweigh the oops weigh the yikes the cost. Step 2, follow the CLB setup. To set up your autoresponder campaign, landing page and capture page using the CLB learning share codes. Step 3, send traffic to your capture page. Step 4, follow up with leads and new members. All right. All right. So that's what I'm going to ask them to do. Just it's really that's how you set up your system. Join Leads Leap, set up your capture page, landing page, or set up your autoresponder landing page, capture page, send traffic, follow up with your leads. So let's see what he does. This should be pretty cool. All right. Just watch how fast this happens. Okay. Oh, he's got more questions. Okay. Do not include share codes. They are in the CLB learning area. Whoops. I said enter. Yeah, I just got to get back here. Personal share codes for traffic, personal link. All right, well, so here's the first one based on what I gave him. How to build your list fast, setting up the CLB funnel with Leads Leap. Building a profitable online business doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, the most successful marketers use simple, repeatable systems. One of the most effective systems available today is the CLB Contact List Builder funnel. So now I might edit that and take out the Contact List Builder and just have it be the CLB Learning funnel. And I could even say that. I could write him back and say, take out the reference to Contact List Builder and replace it with that. But I can do that. All right. When you combine the power of CLB learning with the robust tools at Leads Leap, you get a professional marketing machine that works for you 24/7. Here's your simple 4-step guide to getting your funnel live today. You know what? He really took the words right out of my brain. I would never actually probably say those words. I don't know if I'd find them to type them, but it's what I'm thinking. I feel like he's in my head. Eventually, that's exactly what I would write. It really is. Join Leads Leap and upgrade. It talks about the benefits of Leads Leap. I didn't even give him the benefits. He just looks it up. Knows about SendSteed. I didn't even mention that, but he just knows. Okay. Set up your funnel using the share codes. There you are. Simply use these. Look at this. All right. Send traffic to your capture page. Follow up with your leads and members. Check the Leads Leap List Manager daily. How did it know it had that? Okay. Ready to get started. And there you go. You put in your CLB link right there. Now, all you got to do is copy this, right? You just, there's usually a thing right at the top right here to copy it. You copy this blog post and we can go down here. We can copy all of this. All right, I'm just going to copy it. We're going to come over to our blog here and we're going to paste that right here. Okay. All right. How to build your list fast, setting up the CLB funnel with Leads Leap. Okay, so now I'm going to come back because this is what we did yesterday. How about a catchy title? There we go. All right. So here's the ease and speed angle or the results and profit angle. So the 4-step shortcut, launch your CLB funnel on Leads Leap today. Stop overcomplicating your business. The simple CLB and Leads Leap setup. From zero to funnel, how to launch the CLB system in under an hour. Oh, I like that one. All right, we're gonna go with that one. I mean, here's the other. It's the ultimate lead machine. Build a profitable list. Oh, curiosity. The secret sauce to automated list building. Oh, I like that one. All right. I like secret sauce. Also the easiest. This is the easiest way to build your business. I like secret sauce. So here's our title. I'm going to put the title there. There we go. Now, if we come down here, I mean, I can go get pictures from the back office. I could ask him to build me a picture. I could put a picture of the capture pages. I could take a picture, insert your link, your call to action. Oh, give it shift home, join CLB today. Join me at CLB today. And you're going to highlight that. Eight. Okay, there we go. Not. For some reason, I'm not able to. Oh, there it is. And here you're going to put your CLB link. So we'll come back to CLB because I don't remember my CLB link for signing up. Let's go home. Just remember, I got your page right here. There it is. Now, the only thing I would change there is I'm going to send them right to the sign up page. PHP. There we go. And I want to edit that so they open in a new tab because don't want them to leave my blog post. There we go. Whoop. We can delete that text. And that would be our blog post. Now I could add pictures, okay? I can add pictures to this if I want, anywhere in here. I can click here and then add a picture. Those are things you can do, but we'll save this as a draft and we can look at it and we can view our post. Now, you'll notice I didn't do any fancy formatting. I didn't have to know how to make headers or bold. GPT did all that for me. I just copied and pasted. So here's our preview and here's our blog post. So doesn't that look cool? Join Sleep Now. On my blog, I would actually come in here and put a link to join Lead Sleep along with my link to join CLB Learning. And you don't have to, but it's always good to have those links. Okay. Now, something else you might notice on the blog here that you may not have noticed before. Look at this. There's banners down the side and sponsored links. This is Lead Sleep right here. This is creating traffic that gets you paid, all right? Through Lead Sleep. It's another reason that's only available to the upgraded members. So remember, we talked about the author. So see, I didn't type this again. It just put it in there automatically, the information that I have about me. All right. I think that is about it for me today. One other thing I want to show you. Once you start blogging, okay, what gets cool is Lead Sleep makes it really simple for your blogs. There's the blog to broadcast. Now, I know we've talked about it before when we've done Lead Sleep training, but if you're going to start using your CLB blog, then you need to be doing your blog to broadcast. All right. So this blog here is CLB Learning or contactlessbuilder.com training. So the username is training. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to add a new blog RSS feed. All right. So this is how hard this is. There's my feed. So training/feed. So that's all you need to do is grab your blog post and put /feed in front of it. Template for broadcast. Now here it's going to pull the title of your blog. You don't need to edit this, but you can. I've just published a new blog post titled blah, blah. It pulls a snippet. So it's going to pull the first so many characters from your blog. Read the full article. It's going to put the link to your blog, and that's it. Now you can change it. I have changed it for my others. I'll show it to you. It asks you what lists you want to send it to, so you can send it to all of your lists. Send automatically, or you can just have it create and don't send. So it'll just create a draft, and then you can come in and edit it or do whatever you want to it and send it later. You can activate or send it as a draft. So we'll activate it. Save the changes. And the reason I want to do this because, all right, so here's all right, this is the blog title. This is the first 55 words of your blog post. So it's showing you this is what it's going to look like. Now, watch this, all right, because I didn't post this blog post yet. All right, I only saved it as a draft. So now I'm going to publish it. Once it's published, I'm going to get notification in my email that Lead Sleep has set up a broadcast. And so what's going to happen, I'm going to show you here. All right, so it's already set up. Okay, do you see that? The secret sauce to automated list building, CLB Learning and Leadsly. It has already set up a broadcast because I published my blog post. So here's the one, why I love the CLB blog, and you will too. That is the blog post from 3 days ago. It set it up automatically and sent it out. And what I love, I mean, if you're wondering about Leadsleep, here's 15% of the people opened my email. Sometimes I get as high as 30 to 40% of my leads open my email. So I don't know where else you're going to get open rates like that. Okay, so Leadsleep is an incredible, incredible program. All righty, I'm going to stop sharing and come back into the room here. Hello, everybody. If you're muted, you're welcome to unmute yourselves and let me know if you have any questions. That was a lot to cover. I know it was a lot to go over. However, very powerful stuff, don't you agree? And not as hard as it looks. It's really a very simple process. It's blogging can be a lot of fun if you stay focused. So remember, at the end of the day, you want to make sure your user information is set up, that you've set up your biography, that we know a little bit about you, so that when you post a blog post, it shows up there. And other than that, you can add a page if you want, but I would recommend you get used to posting blog posts and don't make them fancy. Don't worry about pictures, but you can create pictures as I showed you. Chat GPT can create pictures for you. It can do all kinds of things. Okay. So any questions? If not, I'm just going to assume I've done a phenomenal job and it's just clear as a bell, right? I will get the replay up and hopefully you guys will have fun with your blogs. I'm looking forward to reading your blog posts. Another thing is that as an upgraded member, when you get your blog post done, we encourage you to come to our Telegram group and post your blog post there so that we as members can go to your blog, comment on your blog, share your blog, because that's what we do. It's all about getting more traffic to you, more traffic to CLB Learning, and getting people aware of what we do here. So I hope you had a good time on the call today. I hope you've learned something, and I hope you're getting excited about getting your blog going here at CLB Learning. All right, we'll be back next month and maybe a surprise call in between. Looking forward to seeing you. Have a great week, everybody. Bye for now.